What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update. We have really great news as we have more pieces and portions of the third stimulus check language, the legislative wording of the bill coming through right now. And we have really good news on the stimulus check portion, as well as several other different things that have now been released on the third stimulus check package. Very good news here. We're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos regarding the third stimulus check and the other buckets of money that are in these stimulus check packages. We're going to cover one of them here in just a second. And don't forget to give this video a like. It really helps out our channel. My wife and I do all the research for you every single day, and we show you our sources and interviews so you know that the source is real and you get to hear the direct information and see the source, or actually hear the senator or whoever it is saying the information. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. Okay, first we're going to go to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. About a lot of you guys have been asking me about this. This is from the second stimulus check package that has already passed, where there's up to $2 billion for funeral expenses for your loved ones that may have passed away and can go retroactive back to last year. This is a good one because this could mean thousands of dollars for you if this relates to you. Again, this is just one of the buckets of money that is coming out from these second and third stimulus check packages. There's a lot of different buckets of money in here. But let's go to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on funeral expenses being paid for by the government.
So, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez and I resolved we were going to try to get this done legislatively. And in the December COVID bill that passed, there is $2 billion, I am happy to say, to help people who are victims of COVID and don't have the dollars on their own to pay for the funeral and burial of loved ones. We estimate over $200 million of that will go to New York, much of it to epicenters of the coronavirus crisis like Corona, which we both represent. So that is the good news. But we are here today not just to spread the good news, but we must make sure that the money gets out. So first, we are letting people know that this has happened. And if you are a family who couldn't afford or had to just stretch and went without rent or went without food or anything else, so you might give your loved one a decent funeral and burial, you can get reimbursed for up to $7,000 from FEMA, which, as I said, has done this in the past, but we are now legally requiring to do it. And we are going to make sure that that happens. Together, we are going to make sure that FEMA implements this well, that it is done in a way that's easy for families to apply and get the dollars. And there are 4 steps that we're just alerting people that need to happen, and then we're going to make sure it does happen.
So that was literally from today. They're announcing this. I don't believe the money is available yet, but I will keep you updated, as again, it's just one of the bucket of money that you or your family may qualify for. But let's move on to the third stimulus check package that had really big news today, and honestly, new news still coming in right up to this minute. And that is, Democrats have started to release sections of the bill. Each section of the bill is being written by a different subcommittee or a different group of people in Congress, and they are now releasing parts of it right now, which gives us more detail on the actual stimulus provisions that you can get, such as this one, that the House Democrats have released the bill that includes a 2-year boost to Obamacare subsidies. This legislation released today would increase the Affordable Care Act's financial assistance for 2 more years, providing greater help for enrollees to afford their premiums. The measure, one part of the third stimulus check package, would increase Obamacare subsidies so that enrollees would have to pay no more than 8.5% of their income in health insurance premiums, down from a maximum cap of 10% of their income. They're also, for the first time, expanding this to middle-class people making over 400% of the poverty level, which is about $100,000 for a family of four, would qualify now for assistance. Those people are currently ineligible for any help and therefore left with the high cost if they have to buy health insurance on their own because they did not get it through a job. Increasing Obamacare's financial assistance to make premiums more affordable has been a goal for the Democrats for years, viewed as an improvement to the original ACA Act, but has been blocked by Republicans who oppose spending more money on a healthcare law that they oppose. Next up, really good news on the $1,400 stimulus checks. Remember, the $600 second stimulus check is being increased to $2,000 with an additional $1,400 checks. And really, we pretty much just got the best news we can about this. House Democrats today released key portions of their coronavirus relief package, including a new section that would provide $1,400 checks to most Americans. As with previous rounds of direct payments, single taxpayers with annual income up to $75,000 and married couples that make up to $150,000 would qualify for full payments. This is really good news. However, the payment amounts above those thresholds would phase out at a faster rate than the payments from the first two rounds. Single filers with income above $100,000 and married couples with income above $200,000 would not be eligible for payments. So basically, this is about the best news we could have got because we know that over the past several days, they've been debating on new income requirements or limits on the stimulus checks. Remember, the Republicans had their proposal that $40,000 for a single filer, your stimulus check would start getting phased out. And the Republicans wanted to completely cut off checks to anybody who made over $50,000 as an individual, double that for a couple. So then we had a lot of kind of back and forth on what the Democrats wanted to do. Some wanted to go lower, some wanted it to keep it the same. We had Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen come out today and say that they should start the income phase out at $60,000, which is obviously lower than $75,000. $50,000 to $60,000 is around the average annual income now in the US as well, inflation over the years. And it depends on what study you look at. There's a lot of different numbers from a lot of different studies, but it's in that range. So if they would have had income cut off around $50,000, that would have cut out a lot of the average everyday working class Americans. And that wouldn't have been good. So based on this legislation that we just got now, it looks like, at least for now, that they are not going to change it. Well, mostly not going to change it. Full checks up to $75,000 for an individual, double that for a couple. It will phase out. And honestly, this is exactly what I thought might happen. This was kind of the best case scenario, that it would phase out to $99,000 and anything over $99,000 just wouldn't get a check at all. So honestly, this is about the best case scenario we had because we knew that they were going to cut it for people making over $99,000 because they didn't want the high income earning families making $200,000 or $300,000 to get a stimulus check. At least this is kind of the argument that was going on in Congress. So this is about the best case scenario we could have had on this portion of the legislation, this portion of the third stimulus check package. That's $75,000. Under that, you will get the full check of $1,400 for an adult, $1,400 per child, and $1,400 for adult dependents. Eligible households would be able to receive payments of up to $1,400 per person, including for adult dependents who were left out of the previous rounds. At this point, I do not have the information yet about if adult dependents might receive the previous rounds also, such as the first and or the second stimulus check. The bill directs the Treasury Department to issue payments to people based on their 2019 or 2020 tax returns, and it allows the department to make payments to non-filers based on information to it. The Joint Committee on Taxation estimates that this new round of stimulus checks will cost about $422 billion. Real quick, I just want to say that if you're near the $75,000 threshold or above it, If your 2020 tax returns are lower than your 2019, you might want to go ahead and file your 2020 tax returns quickly so that if you are have a lower income, if you're at 75,000 or up, if you have a lower income in 2020, you might want to go ahead and file those right away so that it will apply for the third stimulus check and you'll get a larger stimulus check for the third one, as opposed to now if your 2020 tax returns are more than your 2019 and you're above 75,000, then you might want to hold off on filing those. If you're well below 75,000 or not even close to it, then it really doesn't matter if you file your 2020 tax return now or not. Now, you might want to file it if you're looking to get your tax refund or if you're still waiting on your second stimulus check or something along those lines. But I hope that that's a nice little tip that will help out some of you guys. The legislation will also extend federal unemployment programs, which are currently set to expire in mid March, through the end of August and increase the federal boost from $300 per week to $400 per week. Biden had proposed extending the programs through September, but it looks like it will only go through to the end of August. At least for this stimulus package. Remember, we expect more stimulus packages after that. They've already announced the next stimulus package that will be coming out after this, called the infrastructure package, or the Build Back Better package, has already been announced. Additionally, the package includes a 1-year expansion of the child tax credit, making the credit fully refundable and increasing the credit amount for $3,600 for children under the age of 6 and $3,000 for children. Now, notice here that it says 1-year expansion of the child tax credit. So this would be for 1 year. It directs the Treasury to issue advanced payments, ideally on a monthly basis, starting in July. So this would be $250 per child per month for children ages 6 and older, and for children under the age of 6 would be $3,600 or $300 per month for every child under the age of 6. The package also includes a 1-year expansion on the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Child and Dependent Care Tax Credit. A lot of the Earned Income Tax Credit is for people without children and will increase that and have a 1-year expansion for that also. Also included, unless it somehow gets taken out, which is still a possibility, there still can be some changes. I will keep you updated on all of these things, is the $15 minimum wage is included into this third stimulus check package. Now, this minimum wage increase, as you can see here on the screen, goes up by $2.25 as soon as they pass this. Then from there on out, goes up about $1.50 per year until we reach $15 at the year of 2025. And servers or tipped wages would also hit $15 an hour in 2026 and 2027, along with the youth wage also. So tipped servers would be making the full minimum wage of $15 an hour if this makes it into the final draft when they pass the final bill without any revisions. There could be some revisions. I don't want to say that there can't be, because there definitely could be. I will keep you updated on all of these different details: stimulus checks, unemployment, the funeral tax credits, when to claim those, mortgage and rental assistance, the student loan forgiveness, possible Social Security increases. There's, like I just said, there's literally like 10 different buckets of money right there. And honestly, nobody's going to get all 10. Most people aren't going to get half, but you honestly could get 1 or 2 or 3 different buckets of money: rental assistance, the stimulus checks. There's so many different things coming out. And honestly, there's a lot of things on the horizon too that the Democrats are just now starting to bring back. Stuff that could have maybe passed in the last year or 2 or 3, but Mitch McConnell was the Senate Majority Leader. And well, he has his own proclaimed graveyard where he sent bills to die. Anything that he didn't agree with, he would send to the Mitch McConnell graveyard. So now that the Mitch McConnell graveyard is temporarily closed, at least for 2 years, there's a lot of bills that are basically coming back out that maybe could have passed in the past, but now can really have a very good shot of passing now that the Democrats control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Make sure you're subscribed down below so you don't miss out on new videos. Click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. But just remember that normally the notifications don't go out for the 11 p.m. video. And also, the notifications have been very wacky. They haven't been going out for the 10 a.m. video either. So just remember, new videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Easiest way if you don't get the notifications, just go on YouTube. If you don't see the video right there as soon as you log in on YouTube on your homepage, just type in "It's Jimmy" in the search bar, go to the channel, and watch the newest video or two. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.